Has been a student at St. Stephen's for 4 years. He is the founder and president of the Argument Club. Please welcome Grant.
One of my earliest memories is when I was about 5 years old, seeing my older brother eating an egg and hole for breakfast, which, if you don't know what this is, it's basically an egg cooked in a hole in a slice of bread. When my mom asked me what I wanted for breakfast, I of course told her that I wanted an egg and a hole, just like my big brother. I then saw my brother covered in ketchup. So, even though I'd never had ketchup, I assumed it must be great since he liked it so much. I then did the same and covered my egg and hole in ketchup. This is the day I learned I hated ketchup. I have never once willingly eaten ketchup since. Most of you in this audience don't know I hate ketchup. Most of you in this audience don't know me very well at all. For one, my middle name's Higgins. Another thing you probably didn't know about me is that I'm not a very spiritual person. I've just never been able to fully bring myself to believe in a higher power. But I do believe there are certain things that just happen, and I like to call them the ways of the universe. The first way of the universe that I'm going to talk about is that whatever I desire most, I eventually get. However, I almost always end up either not enjoying it, not appreciating it, or becoming arrogant as a result of it. The second way of the universe that I'm going to talk about is that hot streaks don't last forever. Going back to the start of the summer of 2023, things were going fantastic. I had recently won the class president election. I had just gotten what I thought was a great SAT score, also assuming I'd continue to improve, and I had the whole summer to look forward to. I felt like I was the king of the world. Come August, my role as class president was gone. My SAT score had not improved on my most recent test, and it was time for school. My disappointment was immeasurable. Losing class president taught me a lot, though. Society loves to try to kill your confidence, but don't ever let them touch your mojo. Through life experiences, I believe the world teaches me everything I need to know. You can either let your mistakes haunt you, or you can move forward with what they teach you. The third way of the universe I'm going to share is the thing I dislike most in this world: pessimism. Like probably all of you in this chapel, I've fallen into the trap of pessimism before, many times actually. And it makes sense. I mean, being pessimistic is easy and comfortable. However, the universe has a funny way of punishing pessimism. Every time I've entered an endeavor with a pessimistic outlook, it's been doomed from the start. If you can take one thing from this speech, let it be to cut the pessimistic part of you out as much as possible. Pessimism is the grim reaper of success because it leads you to either quit before trying or not fully devote yourself to what it is you're pessimistic about. Assuming something won't work causes you to subconsciously make sure it doesn't work. Pessimism also kills joy. How can you be happy in this world and build a great life for yourself if you feel that all our issues are grim beyond belief and that our future is doomed? The thing about these ways of the universe that I've spoken about is that although I do believe them, it's not really coming from the universe. They all come from the self. If you want something so badly that you will do anything to make it work, it will either eventually work or you'll die trying. Also, hot streaks don't last forever, in my experience at least, because you either get comfortable and stop working as hard, arrogant and make a mistake, or something out of your control goes wrong, which is inevitable, according to Murphy's Law at least. And for pessimism, like I said, you're guaranteed to fail when you don't allow yourself to succeed. The fourth law of the universe in the book of Grant is that all dedicated efforts are rewarded. Obviously, time can be wasted on activities, but the point is that sometimes hard work can lead to completely unexpected benefits. For good or bad, I tend to look at the cost-benefit analysis of whatever I devote my energy and effort to. This is not always a good thing, especially when I tell myself certain things aren't worth the time of effort and learning and putting your time into. While it is smart to think before you choose to devote your time and energy to, your dad wasn't wrong. Working hard pays off. I don't really have an example for this as I'm still young, but we'll see if learning the piano in Spanish helps me in the future. This brings me to the value of a passion project. I don't believe in our identity being defined by our activities and material objects, but having something on the side that you can work on during spare time that will have a positive effect in your life is a key to balance and happiness for me. For me, this is playing the piano. Sitting down and playing the piano during my time at home directly improves my day and gives me a feeling of productivity. Now I'm going to talk about some of the main characters in my life story. Daphne and Gigi, you guys are cool little people, and I'm very happy to have you in my life and as sisters. Quinn, even though you're not here, you're my lifelong best friend, and I would not be the same person having not grown up with you as my older brother. Yara, you're an amazing girlfriend in person, and I couldn't be more happy to have you in my life. Jackson, Nick, Bentley, the homies, the pizza boys, Thank you for all the good times, including but not limited to Idaho, the Bahamas, and of course that Drake concert. Making the hype video is one of the most fun times I've had. What a great run. Dad, thank you for the unexpected but much needed advice that you give me periodically. I don't think there's anyone in my life that's ever believed in me and wanted to see me succeed as much as you do, and for that I thank you. Nana, thank you for being like a second mom to me. I'll always look fondly at all the times you used to take me out of school early to get food, ice cream, or take me on a shopping spree. I'll always love your justification for buying nice clothes, saying, feathers make the bird. Mom, I didn't forget about you. I don't think I'll ever be able to thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for putting up with me growing up, especially in the troublemaker days. Thank you for supporting every random thing that's interested me, from piano to fishing to fish tanks to owning an albino hamster named Pablo and many more. The sacrifice you've made for me and my siblings is something I'll never forget. Thank you. I love you all. The most valuable commodity in this world is new knowledge. Keep pondering.